are funded by the CFC. So we have been funded in the past by the Dean of Students Office as well as the Sustainability Action Fund. But this year our funding has come solely from the Concordia Food Coalition. And other revenue comes in through our market sales, as well as any other sale that we have either through surplus from Le Frigo Vert or any other processing that we do, because when there is a surplus and we don't sell it, we don't sell the raw produce, we can ferment, and part of the idea with that is to collaborate with other projects on campus, like the food preservation project. Because I just this afternoon I spoke to them and they asked me, hey, could we use Campus Potager's, can you guys sell us your produce and we can do canning? And we said, you know what, that's a great partnership right there for sure. That's the whole idea, because we all have a lot of overlapping interests, so it definitely works out to just streamline everything.
Great. What about expenses? Do you guys have any expenses?
Expenses really come from, I guess, our biggest expense, soil, because this is the thing we want. We know that there's a certain place where we get our soil from, Urban Seedling. They're a gardening service. They build vegetable gardens for people in residences and corporations, and they have very, very high quality soil mix, and that because it's such a good quality soil, it's very expensive. But we want to make sure, because we're in the heart of downtown, we're not exactly sure what all of the land was used for previously, so it may be toxic, it may not be. I mean, as you can see, there's stuff growing all over here, so it is healthy to some extent, but that's why we use these little acres here to make sure that we know exactly what's putting in here. Everything that permeates through here is coming out. We have nothing else that's able to go in from the ground. So soil is our biggest expense. Then we have seedlings. We have fertilizers like chicken manure and worm castings, and then anything else, any other expenses in the garden. So like trellises to build structures. These little acres are expensive, very expensive. But yeah, we're trying to improve upon that to use more materials that aren't as expensive, like building raised beds. But with that comes a lot more work that needs to be done, and therein lies kind of the lack of capacity to that extent to be able to carry out those tasks.